Analysis of regional magazine generic conventions. Starting with the front cover of the Chase magazine, the photos of a three-shot juxtaposed together to show how they're bonding together very nicely. The level angle shot shows is on ground level, is not intimidating. The medium shot is to show the faces as well, so you can see their facial expressions looking quite happy in general. The props of the leaves are used to connotate nature, which to show this is a natural photo of the mother and their children. The costumes are dressed in coats and hats to show that autumny kind of look, to show what the magazine is going to be about. I Love Autumn is engraved in the leaves to give that a little bit of an edginess as well. The makeup on the mother is quite subtle and realistic. It's just nice and not over the top, just nice and general. Again, the conventions, we've got the issue number instead of Chase, the date line, the main image. Again, you've got your social media and your websites, and you've got your issue number as well. What you haven't got is your sell line, your banner and your flash, because these sort of magazines, you're not trying to sell them because they're free on the shelves, generally in like bars or hairdressers and things like that. So it's not really needed. That's why it's simple, it's minimal, and it's just used to browse through while you're not doing anything in the hairdressers, you're waiting or something. In the shallow depth of field in the background highlights the three actors to come together because it's showing you what to focus on. Again, it's minimalist. You got your white background, so it's a minimal upper class, so it's got classy. So the children aren't in like tracksuits and stuff. They're in like very like quality coats and things. Okay, in this photograph we have quite a lot of different colours. You've got your gold, your orange, your yellow, your white, your blacks, and your brown and your green. Gold is used in just a little bit in the leaves and stuff, as gold connotates success, luxury, power, and feminine energy, which is coming from the mother, which obviously connects very nicely, ties in there. Orange, joy, happiness, success, which is joy with the children, and obviously orange links with the autumn harvest, which is what it links to, and it's perceived as childish, which is links in as well, obviously there's two children on there. White background is connotates of positive, light, goodness, innocence, which is all about the magazine, as in it's like an adult like woman's magazine with have worked hard for their money, and it's clear, crisp, nice way of showing how to spend their money with the spare income. The black in the masthead is sophisticated next to white, which is stylish. It shows authority, power and elegance. It makes the other colours stand out, so it makes the picture more stand out, because black and white are like block colours. Then you got your brown from your trees in the mother's coat, which shows earth and natural, and dependability, which again shows the mother provides for the children and make sure they're kept well and fed and warm and everything. Also brown contains warmth, which is shown off from the mum to show how she looks after the children and the warmness in her smile, really. Green is what's in the little girl's coat, and obviously the woman's hat, and obviously the green grass in general, which green contains nature, growth, which is obviously the kids are going to grow in, harmony, safety and hope. The masthead chase connotates to follow your dreams and chase, for your ideal self within the whole magazine, to show you how to dress and how to live your life and what to buy. This magazine cover is very in group, as it's a normal typical family, as Richard Dyer came up with in 1977. Again, The Ideal Self by Carl Rogers in 1961 shows the ideal family life of a woman who wants to have a happy family, like the one in the cover. So that's again what a woman of the age of the magazine, that's going to be reading it will want to be like that. Laura Movie's male gaze in 1975 is not used because it's a family picture and it'd be wrong and explicit and put off. It's not moralised for kids to be shown in that nature. It's just one of those things where it's just not acceptable or even looks good upon. It's just not good. Again, The Subculture Capital by Sarah Thornton in 1995 is not used because there's nothing cool, like hipster or anything about it. It's just normal everyday people. They're not in a particular group. Contents of this magazine is just showed very small images, a lot of different ones. So we have close-up of the man on his own. We have page 10, medium long shot in a one shot. Page 14 is a long shot. 28, medium close-up shot in a two shot. 37, medium shot in a four shot. 44 again, medium shot and a four shot. And a 48 is a long shot. Scenes on scene is used in many different ways. So, as we have on page 10, the niche look with the man with the tattoos of a particular group of people. So, you're casual with your top and your jacket, your colours of your black and grey. The iconography of showing off the tattoos on his arm, which shows, with the subculture capital of being cool. We have on page 14 the props of the everyday furniture. We've got the sofas and everything like that. It's kind of like looks expensive and appealed to the target audience, which with a lot of spare income. So it's an upper middle class sort of thing. So then on page 28 you got your props and your costumes, your makeup to show it's a panto. So you've got your nice sort of your male gaze on there, show the apple, show it's pantomime. Obviously the big expressions to show it again, and obviously, like I said, your stereotypical male gaze. On page 37, you've got matching costumes, which show, they work together as a team. Or they're at work, obviously there's a location at the back. You show, like, your beer and stuff. And then your taps, which shows it's at a pub, which shows that the working men at a pub. So this shows what that page is going to be about. And then page 44 is quite minimum, gives a less. So the red background gives like it's danger and something bad it's about. So that helps the reader read on, because you think, oh, hold on, what's this about? The colours on here, we have black, white and grey. She's quite simple and gives that professional look. So black gives it stylish, gives it strength, looks authoritative, and makes the table of contents show out against the rest of it, really. Then you've got your white, which is positive correlation, again, looks professional. The coolness and the cleanliness to show it's reliable. Then grey is your neutral, just in the middle of them two, and obviously, again, your professional and your formal look. Okay, you've got your stereotypes by Walter Lippmann on page 28 there. Again, with the girl in the dress and her hair down, and closely ties in with the male gaze as well. Richard Dyer in and out groups as well. Again, as I said, you're out groups on page 10 and you're in groups on page 37 because the general guys and how they look and they're all looking the same. Your subculture capital is on page 10. He looks like a hipster, with your beard, your tattoos, with your jacket on, even stood next to a tattoo parlour just makes it that even more of a strength of being a hipster. Page 14, your ideal self, your ideal items, what you want your house to look like. Again, this contents, you've got your page numbers, you've got your table of contents and your social media at the bottom, but what you haven't got is your lines, your date line and your impressum and your banner, because you've already picked it up. You already know like what's happening. You don't need your banner for your social media because there's blocks there. It's still on there. You impressum is obviously, there is an impressum on there. So So you got your editor, your design, your photographers, your sales inquiries, printed by, published by. You've got all that on there as well. We have our advert on page 13, the kitchen and bathroom adverts. Got your variety of long and medium shots on there as well to give the wide view of it. So say within the kitchen, you've got quite a wide shot to show obviously around the kitchen, see how it's changed. The after is bigger than the before, so it makes sense. You want to be looking at that more. And when you zoom in, you see obviously the difference in there. You one shot in 3 of those to show, just zooming in on one person to show the joy from the facilities and showing the practicalities of them all. Obviously you've got your robes on there and your towels, obviously, because you can't be naked on the advert, and showing how practical it is and how nice it can look with all the little things in there. You have your soaps and your shower gels and stuff, and then you've got like your towels on the rail, and obviously your mirror and stuff. Just ties it in a bit more together, makes it look more, you give it realism, it's realistic. The location, it's personal, it's supposed to saying your home can look like this. The lighting's high key, obviously to show off. Obviously gender for you women, so it's stereotypical. It's what women want stereotypically. So it's like, I say age like 25 plus to show it's sophisticated. So it's just links to your target audience. And then obviously white to show within your in-groups. So your design layout, you've got your page numbers, your dateline, your rules, and then you've got your list of rooms at the top, what they do to show off in yellow. You've got your websites, you've got your phone numbers, address, opening times. Okay, so in this one you've got loads of text. It's bold, big and bright. It stands out. Your colours, you've got your white, which is positive, so it's with like perfectionist, your sterility, your cleanliness, your light, your high technology. Obviously your blue shows stability, intelligence and cleanliness, and then yellow's warm, cheerful, happiness, joy, honour, and it attracts attention. And generally yellow needs a contrasting colour. So that's quite good, as in it's against the bluey purple, which makes it stand out a lot more. And all these colours have been picked out deliberately to tie the advertisement all together. You got your stereotypes by Walter Lippmann. So women interested in household things, your house proud, your Richard Dyer, your 1977, your in groups. So your white fits in a category, they're just in towels and robes. Sarah Thornton, subculture capital, is not used as the advert appeals to a wider audience range, and they don't want to narrow themselves down to a specific group when they need to make the money and everything. Ideal Self by Carl Rogers is used to links of what they want in their home to be successful, to afford it. It's not an ideal self as in how they look, it's just how their homes want to look. Ideal self goals, really. Then you got your Laura Mulvey. The male gaze is not used, as it will take away the selling point as objectification within these, or just sacrifice sales, and it'll just make it go down because women do not want to look at a bath advertisement and to be objectified. That's not what they want to look at. Okay, so lastly we've got your advertisement on page 5 for your women's clothing. We have a variety of long shots, medium long shots to show off the clothing, and obviously show off their facials, expressions to show how they're enjoying the clothing. And that's obviously one shot on all of them to focus on the outfits. The mise-en-scène, obviously your pops, your flowers, your stereotypical way of like women like, so that's part of your iconography. Then you've got your costumes, they're all girly, part of the male gaze. Then you've got in the top left you've got your nice dresses, and then in your right, obviously that clump is like your more casual sort of things. You've got different occasions in there. Your location, obviously you can't see, it's like a posh looking background to show again, like goals of like expensive and what you want to look like really. So your makeup simplistic and sophisticated is what you want to be. Lighting is high key to show off, to show all the detail in the dresses. So then, Walter Lippmann stereotype, obviously girls typically look girly, like pink and flowers. Your Richard Diet in group, obviously your mainstream fashion. Your Sarah Thornton subculture capital. It's not part of this because it's not rebellious, it's sticking to the norm and being professional look and that sort of thing. Your Ideal Self by Carl Rogers obviously is in there, so it's just stylish, wanting to look like the models. And obviously Male Gaze by Laura Mulvey is used to look pretty, but generally for the Ideal Self it's more generalised for your Ideal Self. But obviously if like a male is flicking through, it's they're going to see it anyways. Okay, so you've got your rules and your text and your big bold. Okay, pink, obviously stereotypically you're girly and everything like that. Your white, sophisticated. Cleanliness shows that this is not a fake advert, it's not a con, it's really nice quality and things like that. And then you've got bit of black in there just to tie it together, show it's more like sophisticated and things. And then you've got your peach all over there, so you like colours behind your pink just to tie it a bit more together and just again overall make it more girly again.